This episode is being brought to you by Kakadi's Burger Bar, voted the best burgers on the South Shore and the Cape, with locations in Plymouth, Plimpton, Marshfield, and Hyannis. We decided to explore our own backyard. Plymouth has so many well-known sites, but we wanted to look for some of the less-known hidden gems and new things. We started our day at Shelley's English Tea Room. Shelley and her family moved from England to open a tea room right here in Plymouth. Does it smell good?
Smells good.
So what kind of tea is that?
English breakfast tea.
Oh,
Yes, I'm very boring. That's what I drink all the time. English breakfast tea. That's
let's see that
it.
sugar. That's cool.
Yes. I probably need 2 lumps.
I have a Mandarin Rooibos tea.
Hi everybody, we're here today with Shelley Sinclair. Shelley, can you tell us how long you've been in business?
We have been open a month.
Okay.
We've actually lived in England for 2 months. We actually lived in America for 2 months, and everything was planned to come over about 2 years ago. But obviously, because of COVID, that delayed everything.
Sure.
But finally, we got here.
Awesome. Awesome. And have you done this before? Did you do this in England?
We did. We had actually had 2 tea rooms in England. We had them for about 12 years in total. But we've sold them.
Wonderful. What made you decide Plymouth?
We love Plymouth. We initially came about 25 years ago.
Oh.
Me and my husband done the whole of New England, loved it. Only ever then came to America for holidays, done all the other parts of America, but this just held something for us. And then we came back about 5 years ago with our children over Christmas and just said, well, this place doesn't have a tea shop. We just wanted a cup of tea, and there was nowhere to go. And obviously we had the ones in England then, and that kind of got the ball rolling. And here we are.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So tell us what we're having here.
Okay, we are having a very traditional English cream tea. So we have strawberry jam, butter, and then clotted cream, which is real clotted cream. And then you guys have a chocolate chip scone and a blueberry scone. We also do raisin scones, which we call fruit scones in England, and classic, which are the plain scones.
Yum. Everything looks so delicious and everything is so
Thank
beautiful.
you. Thank you.
And I tried on a tiara.
I saw.
Tiara.
I seated you.
Very nice.
And everyone has just been so welcoming ever since we got here, because of us, everyone's been following our story for the last 2 years. And everybody says, oh, we feel like we know you. They've been so welcoming. We've had gifts and cards, and it's been fantastic.
So you feel at home.
Completely.
Awesome.
Completely.
Everything is very wonderful here, and thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us
Thank
today.
you. Not a problem.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hi everybody, we're here with Mark Schmidt at the Mayflower Society. So Mark, tell us about the Mayflower Society, please.
The General Society of Mayflower Descendants, also known as the Mayflower Society, was founded in 1897. There are 54 member societies. We have almost 32,000 members, and what we do is, to be a member, you have to prove your lineage from one of the passengers on the Mayflower going back to 1620. So if you can prove through our lineage process that one of your descendants is of Mayflower ancestry, you can become a member of the Mayflower Society.
Okay. And how many members are there?
About 32,000.
32,000. And are they just here in Plymouth, or are
Nope, they
okay.
are worldwide. There are 54. Each state, as well as Puerto Rico, Canada, Europe, and Australia, all have their own member societies. So we are kind of the mothership, if you will, but we don't give it from the top down. It's kind of bottom up. So all 54 have their own sets of rules. They're all 501c nonprofits. They have their own bylaws, etc. But in order for them to become an official member of the Mayflower Society, they have to send their paperwork to us, where we have a verification team to show that they are indeed lineage descendants of a Mayflower passenger.
Okay. Is there a library or something that somebody that can go to, like myself, if I wanted to go and see if my ancestors were on the Mayflower? Can I go there and see?
Yes, on our campus, which is at 4 and 18 Winslow Street in Plymouth, we have a library, we have an administration building, we also have what we call the Mayflower Society House, which was originally built in 1754, expanded in 1897. So our campus is a couple of acres, but yes, there is a library that you can go to. It's open Monday through Thursday. Usually Fridays are closed to the public, but you can also make an appointment and you can check out to see if in fact you are descended from the Mayflower. You can also call or email and say, I'd like to know, and here's my parents, my grandparents. It provides some information. We make you do a little bit of work. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been around since 1897, but we also do things. We're involved with the Thanksgiving parade. We're gonna people can come here and have private events. We're also going to have something this summer at the end of June. We're going to have a teddy bear picnic. So as something we do things for the public too. So we aren't just
nice.
You just don't have to be a Mayflower descendant to come here.
Oh, that's nice.
We're open and welcome for all.
What's the mission?
Well, the mission is to basically because we are a lineage society, we promote the work of the Mayflower descendants that going back to 1620. So we want to show how they impacted this country and obviously this region. So the lineage is really to get out the word of how these people who founded Plymouth Bay Colony and obviously the town of Plymouth, what became of them and their ancestors in the days and generations to come. So that's really what our focus is.
Wow.
Obviously, somebody gets to show that they are in fact a lineage descendant of one of the Mayflower passengers. So you're going to get something you can hang on your wall. You can attend conventions. There are things that only members can do. Doesn't mean we exclude non-members from participating, but you can basically show your family, and well, obviously your family should be involved as well, but friends and others that you are actually descended from the Mayflower, and you've got verification that you can prove without any kind of trepidation that you are in fact a descendant of one or more Mayflower descendants.
Wow. Is it hard to find out? Or
It's not easy because because you're going back 14, 15 generations.
Sure.
Obviously, you're going back 400 plus years. So there are some hoops to jump through, and one of the things that can be daunting is to try to get information that goes back as far as you can. So you work with a local with one of the member society historians to say, I'd like to become a member. Here's my parents, my grandparents, my great grandparents, and you provide information, and they can work with you to go back and say, okay, well, how far can we take this line? Because I've heard rumors that I'm a descendant of such and such Mayflower passenger. I'd like to see if I can verify that. So we also do a series of books that we call silver books that do show the first 5 generations of these Mayflower descendants, which do help. So that's kind of our intellectual property. But so we do work with you to show if in fact you are a descendant. So we don't try to make it harder than it is. It's not easy, and there is some work involved. So it's not just a matter of going online and picking up some data. You have to prove that when you're in the 7th, 8th, 9th generation, that this is in fact you're a descendant on your father's side, your mother's side, whatever.
Right.
So there's it's an involved process,
Sure.
So it takes some time to then for the verifiers to go back and check your work to say this in fact checks out. So it's not something that's a quick turnaround, but we think it's well worth it in the end. So You have to kind of roll up your sleeves,
Sure.
but we try to provide an avenue that will allow people to do that.
Very interesting.
Thanks.
I like what you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like your T-shirts. I like what you do too.
Well, thank you for your time.
Not a problem.
Some new artwork caught our eyes outside of the Citizens Bank. French artist Joel Vallon created these sculptures from concrete iron. They compel one to imitate their movements. Our next stop was Sprezzatura, a new clothing and accessories shop on Court
Hi,
Street.
everybody. We're here today with Christine Delatore,
You got it. It's a tricky one.
and we're at Sprezzatura. So, Christine, tell us all about your shop.
Yeah, so I opened this store at the end of September 2021. I had been teaching high school chemistry for 8 years.
Wow.
And I quit teaching in January 2021 and moved across the country from Austin, Texas to Plymouth, Massachusetts, and love it here. I really wanted to open up my own business, and so I thought, why not a clothing store? I love clothes. I love helping others feel good in their own bodies, so I wanted to help bring some cute clothes to Plymouth.
Wow, what big changes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, chemistry, clothing, Austin, Texas, and Plymouth, Massachusetts. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't use my chemistry degree very much anymore.
What made you decide on Plymouth?
My boyfriend has family here in the area, and he wanted to
Okay.
be closer to family. He also has friends from college that live in the area, so we always loved coming to visit Plymouth. It's been really fun to have 4 seasons again.
Yeah.
And escape the heat of Texas.
Yeah,
Although it gets
huh?
a little warm here in the summer too.
Yes, yes, the humidity.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
It's great for my hair. But I can sell lots more shorts that way.
Yes.
Help everybody
yes,
stay cool in the summer, right?
Yes. So what's the inspiration?
So the inspiration is my noni, my grandma, and her sister. They opened their own hair salon in Connecticut in the 1940s before they were married, and they traveled the world. They were very free-spirited ladies, and I really wanted to bring that kind of independent, women-owned business spirit into the store.
Oh, I love
I
it.
carry a lot of small women-owned brands in the store as well. I carry a lot of local brands that are made in Massachusetts or in the New England area. So that is something I'm very passionate about. We have locally made jewelry, we have locally made candles, we have locally made or designed clothing as well. We have athleisure wear, we have earrings, we have bracelets. Love to support local. A lot of them are also teachers too, which is really
Oh,
cool.
that's
Somehow
cool.
teachers always find each other.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of teacher-made products as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Good for you.
Thank you.
And what sizes do you offer?
I carry extra small through 3XL. So we carry the traditional small, medium, large packs, which is normally like what most boutiques carry. But then we also carry 1XL, 2XL, and 3XL, which we call curvy.
Oh, good for you. That's great.
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
great. And what are your hours?
We're open currently 10:30 to 5 right now for our winter hours. But as spring moves on, as we get into like, May and June into summer, we're going to extend our hours probably till about 7 p.m.
Oh, nice.
We're going to kind of wait and see. It's our first year in business. I'm still learning a lot as I go, but we were open till 7 in the fall, and that was really nice to have it that way.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Definitely.
late night shoppers,
Yeah,
Go have dinner and
definitely.
come shopping after while you're
Yeah.
waiting for a table at a nice restaurant down here.
Yes, yes. Hopefully you didn't eat too much.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Oh my goodness. So what's your favorite part of owning this business?
I love being a part of people's lives, being a part of their special events in their lives, whether it's dresses for a wedding. I just sold a bunch of dresses for bridesmaids for a wedding, which is really exciting.
Nice.
Or being part of people's life celebrations of, anniversaries or birthdays. It's really cool to get to help dress them for those moments in life.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So it makes you happy.
Yes.
Yes.
Makes me very happy to see my customers happy. That's the most important part, right?
Yeah, yeah,
To see
that's
people's
great.
smiles on their faces and feel good in the clothes. I see that the store is all about effortless elegance, so I want everyone to feel that confident elegance within their bodies when they're
Wow.
wearing our clothes.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, so everybody come on down to Sprezzatura, meet Christine, and shop in her wonderful place. Thank you.
Thank you.
with Cheryl Souza today from Made It. It's a beautiful store in downtown Plymouth, and you also have a location in P-Town, right?
Yes, we do.
And so tell us all about your beautiful store.
Sure. So Made It is all original handmade artwork. We have work from about 150 artists now, mostly local to New England, many from the local Massachusetts area, South Shore and the Cape. And we have just a wide variety of different mediums, but gifts, cards, fine art, and all U.S. based artists.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you have about 150 artists. What would you say is the price range of your products?
Oh, that's a great question. We were really intentional when we set up Made It that we wanted there to be a wide range of price points because we wanted to make art accessible to as many people as possible. So you can come in and find, most of our things you're going to find under $40. And we
great.
have a lot of items, under $20 that are all handmade and, would make a nice memento for your visit to either Provincetown or Plymouth. But then we have pieces of art that are, $300, $400, $1,400
Wow, yeah.
for some fine art pieces. So there really is a wide variety.
And there's a wide variety of products, so maybe name a few of the products that are the most popular.
Sure. We have, there's probably a handful of mediums that we do. We have a lot of glass, so fused glass and blown glass. And one of our fused glass artists, Elmshade Glass, is from Massachusetts, and we have a lot of her pieces, both small, trinket dishes or large fine art pieces, bowls and platters and things. We have a painter from Gloucester, Mass, Judy Plank, who does wood carving and acrylic paint. Her pieces are gorgeous, and we have those in a variety of sizes. We also have them in prints. If someone wasn't at the point where they're going to get the original, they could get a print. And a lot of pottery, a lot of different potters. Every potter has their own style. Glazes something differently. So even with the selection of mediums, we try to get artists who interpret that medium in a different way. Same thing with wood. We have a few woodworkers. Their work is completely different. And we find that to make it exciting and interesting for folks too.
Well, it's a really interesting store, and it's a great way to come down here and buy something. You get something unique, you get something that reminds you of the place you visited if you're a visitor, and for a gift, you just can't beat it because you're not going to find it anywhere else.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And it is a beautiful store. I love it. Tell us about your hours.
Sure. So we are open. The Plymouth location is open daily. Right now we're open 11 to 5. Provincetown, we've just gotten to the point where we're open daily again, and we open at 11. Sometimes we close a little earlier than 5 or a little later than 5, depending on how busy a day it is. But from now through through the summer months and into the fall, we're open daily in both locations, starting at 11.
Excellent. And conveniently located in Plymouth, right on Water Street, in the Harbor.
Yes.
So great place, and you'll have a lot of traffic down here in the summertime. So I wish you a lot of luck with your store. You've been here, how many years?
We've been in Plymouth for 3.5 years.
Great.
Yeah, and we just opened in Provincetown last April, so we've been there for a year. But yeah, our Plymouth location is just absolutely excellent, right across from the Plymouth Harbor, and we hope when folks are downtown, they're going to stop in and say hello.
Can people order stuff online, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do have an online store as well. So madeitplymouth.com, and much of what we offer is available online. And we always tell folks, if you've seen something in the shop and you're not seeing it online, reach out to us, because we have so much to offer, and so many of the things we have are one of a kinds that we don't always have every single thing online, but much of our offerings are available.
That would be tough.
And we do a lot of special orders for folks. We may not have exactly what they're looking for at the time that they come in, but we're able to work with the artist and have a piece made for them. We do that quite regularly too.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in Plymouth or in Provincetown. I want to call it P-Town all the
P-Town
time.
is good
In,
too.
in Provincetown. Come and visit Made It, and you will be very happy that you did. Thank you, Cheryl.
Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Good.
All right.
I love this monument.
Me too, it's beautiful.
Liberty. Education.
Oh, I smell spring. Hi, everybody. We're here today with John Ricardo, and we're at Food Court Craft Kitchen. And how long have you been open, John?
So we opened up December 14th.
Okay.
We had a couple little weeks we were dragging with a liquor license and a couple of other little things, but you know, we planned and we were shooting for the weekend of the Thanksgiving parade down here. We were pretty much ready to go. We lucked out with the brewery behind us. We were able to do some pop-ups and things like
good.
that to test run some stuff and work with the staff and things like that. So the day we opened, we were more than ready.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what type of food do you offer?
So I don't really cook one specific cuisine,
Okay.
which is another reason why we named it Food Court. I mean, when you go to a food court, there's a little bit of everything. And then obviously we're on Court Street, so we kind of
Aw.
play on words there.
Yeah.
It's seasonal, you know. It's whatever whatever I'm feeling, whatever is inspiring me at the time. You know, I do have some core things that I like. We'll say I revert back to or lean towards with certain ingredients and things like that. But you know, we're a little all over the board.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have specials?
Yeah, so throughout the week we'll be running specials more towards the weekend and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your hours?
So we're closed on Mondays, and then Tuesday through Sunday we're open, and then we open up the kitchen opens at 4 for dinner. But on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays we do lunch from 11 to 3, and then on Sunday mornings we do a brunch 10 to 3.
Nice. Nice. So what made you decide to open this business?
So I've been cooking for 24, 25 years. This is
Okay.
all I've ever done, ever since I was a kid. So, you know, I never really was you know, I'm gonna open my own restaurant one day. It was always, I just kind of went with it and see, you know, what gets dealt to you and stuff like that. So, you know, I've always had the idea. You think of all sorts of things. This opportunity actually kind of presented itself to me. And I've always loved the space. You know, I'm from Plymouth and stuff, so it just felt right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you love it.
Yeah, I do.
Awesome. 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 What else can you tell us about it?
So, you know, we're seasonal menu changing all the time. You know, as produce changes, as you know, the things like that. Specialty cocktails, we make everything in house. You know, my wife Sarah really took the reins on that, and we have a great cocktail program. We have 20 draft lines, 17 which we designated to local breweries. You know, we got a couple from, you know, outside, but everything's pretty much New England. And then we have 3 of our lines that we designate to draft cocktails that we make in-house and batch. So yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Salted cod ravioli with pancetta and some green sauce, which I don't know what it is, but it's delicious. Thank you.
Yummy. Okay, Debbie, what's that?
This is a maple creme brulee.
Aha.
Oh my God.
So you like it?
I have died and gone to heaven.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, this is so good.
Nice.
And I'm not sharing with anyone.
The Hedge House
Yes.
is a historic house.
Yep. That's what I know.
Are you kidding? That's it?
You can read about it. A good picture.
Everybody, we're here today with Katie from Katie's Burger Bar.
We have 2 cheeseburgers with our french fries here, plus 2 fountain drinks.
Can we taste?
Yeah, definitely. Best
Okay.
part is digging
Best
into
part.
the burger.
Yum. Are you tasting too?
Sure.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
I know. They're big
They're massive.
and they're yummy. Got some fresh veggies on it and it looks good. Probably 2 napkins.
Now that's a burger.
Dang.
Thank you.
Yeah. We take pride in our burgers, so.
Very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Be sure to check out the restaurant's website for hours and other details.
Have you composed yourself?
I have composed myself now.
Okay. Am I making you look bad?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, somebody's filming us right now. This is all
I know she is.
this,
Yeah, and
I
you know
didn't know.
what?
How'd she get in here?
She edits.
God.
No, thank goodness, because I don't know what I would do right now if she didn't.
Can she make me look more like Brad Pitt?
I'm right here, you know.
Oh, sorry, didn't notice you. I was hoping you couldn't hear us. Just we were having a moment. Just.
Now, are you going to dress up as a teddy bear, or how does that
I have no
work?
comment on that
Okay then.
because she's filming us, and I might have to go on the record. Did you know she's over there with a camera?
Yes, I knew that.
I know.